The thing about Gurmukhi is that anybody, it's an onomatopoeic language, and the glyphs of the Gurmukhi actually, they can be basically unpacked in the microchip of your pituitary gland, if you so choose, and so that you actually can learn the language without cognitive kind of functioning. Meaning that anybody from anywhere, and this is why the Golden Temple has the 4 doors, because anyone of any religion, of anyone, anytime, 24/7, forever, will be able to enter from any direction the Golden Temple and basically receive the transmission of the healing. This is the age of Aquarius. Anyone. And Gurmukhi is a sound carrier of that reality. And we're going to be studying Gurmukhi in December. And I was reading something Yogi Bhajan said where he said, look, I'm not trying to lay a trip on you that you need to learn Gurmukhi. Like, it's not like some religious trip or some kind of spiritual trip. But this opens up the codes of the universe. So if you want to learn them, you need to learn Gurmukhi. So that's kind of the thing. And they all, the glyphs, when you start to learn them, the glyphs they hold, they hold planetary energies, they hold elemental energies. Each glyph has a planet that it's broadcasting from. Each glyph has a element that it's broadcasting, and then it has a sound, and then it has a personality, and it has a certain kind of relationship that you can have with it. So the one that has like the little like horseshoe, that's nuna, that's an N, and it's just like very, very magnetic. And think about N's. N, 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 n. You actually have to do what the glyph says to do with your tongue. You make the shape almost with your tongue. N, 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 n. So anyways, this is one of these this is a cosmology, this language, and so were the glyphs in the Egypt, the Egyptian kind of glyphic languages. And then we were up in Sikkim just whenever that was, a couple weeks ago, and inside the Dakini Caves that we didn't go into because of the cobras and the tarantulas, that wasn't covered on the waiver. So Shivapreet was like, so, Guru Jagat, can I talk to you for a second? This is like the clipboard, and we're like headed, I'm like, all right, everybody, we're going to the Dakini Cave. We're like, get in the Jeep. I mean, the Toyota Vespa, whatever those things are called. And Shivapreet's like, Guru Jagat, can I just, and she was like, tarantulas, bats, and cobras are not in the waiver. Are you sure you want to go to the Dakini Cave? And I was like, of course! But we decided maybe that's a bad idea. But so inside the Dakini Caves, there's Dakini script. That's like kind of pre-Tibetan. And Tibetan has the same kind of vibe. So these are cosmologies, these sound currents. Inside of them are basically civilizations. And the Pleiadians hold all of the Akashic records of this galaxy. That's what they are. They're librarians, in case you run into one. Really hot librarian vibes. They're really tall. Their skin's a little silver and blue and curious and androgynous, if you like that kind of thing. And so fit, very fit. And they hold these kind of multi-dimensional kind of each one of the glyphs of their library holds the whole kind of Akashic records of multiple galaxies, not just this one. So it's a thing. But here, back on to Earth, why am I telling you this? I'm telling you this because in the age of Aquarius, when the kind of axis of this planet shifted, basically those who were holding the knowledge and keeping a hold of the knowledge in a way, and what happened in 1991? What was happening around that? Good answer, the internet. All right, so when this kind of thing started to happen, the age of Aquarius blew open the power structures, and this is what's happening right now. Because we're in it. We're in the midst of this kind of opening. And so those who held the knowledge no longer held the power, because anybody can Google anything and learn how to do anything and learn about anything. And, you can watch every teacher that was alive in the past 100 years, let's say 50 years. You can watch them give talks on YouTube. You can, anything you want. You can learn how to do anything. You can learn about anything on the internet. You can find all sorts of amazing secret teachings all over the internet all the time. Right. That's why I'm always interested when people write us and ask us questions about certain things, and I'm like, Mother Google, such a powerful. She holds so much power in this age of Aquarius. So, in the age of Aquarius, the shift of the lexicon of the planetary matrix is that now it's no longer about the knowledge. It's about what are you going to do with it. And how much can you actually organize it, input the streams, organize them, access what is imperative or important or useful to you, organize it in a way, digest it, and then make calculations of what would, be the output streams of that calculation in a way that will be of the most, kind of optimal experience in that moment or in your life, and then create certain kind of choice algorithms, and then make decisions from those choice algorithms, and then have a good life. All right, that's the whole kind of input-output stream of the age of Aquarius. Now, what's happened, and Tashi knows it, and I know it, is that in this age you have to have a different language. So now everybody talks astrology. Everybody. Everybody knows that, if you don't know, what your moon is, especially in Venice, you'll be just shamed, Like at Air One, it's like, you don't know what sign your moon is in? It's like done, you'll never get laid again here in Venice, California, if you don't know at least what your rising sign is, so you gotta you have to know what's going on. So now we have this whole new language, and everybody speaks astrology. And I was talking to one of my board of advisors, and she was saying that her sons were giving her some trouble about making her investment decisions on astrology. And I said, did you give them the JP Morgan of it all? You guys know this JP Morgan. It's my favorite quote of all astrology, which is, he said, no, this is JP Morgan. And he said it